What if I told you the secret to building serious wealth is the very thing most people fear the most? Debt. Now, don't panic. I'm not talking about maxing out credit cards or buying toys you can't afford. I'm talking about strategic debt, the kind the rich use to buy assets that pay them back. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I'll reveal how wealthy families quietly use other people's money to build empires, while the rest of us trade time for paychecks. First, let's clear up the confusion. Not all debt is bad. Bad debt? That's swiping for stuff that loses value the second you buy it. Cars, furniture, gadgets. Good debt? That's borrowing to buy something that earns more than it costs. The wealthy treat debt like a tool, not a trap. One question guides them. Will this loan make me money? If the answer's yes, they go for it. Here's the first secret. Leverage. Imagine buying a $500,000 duplex. Instead of dropping all cash, you put in $30K of your own, borrow the rest, and boom, you now control a $500,000 asset. The tenant's rent covers the loan, expenses, and even leaves you with profit. On top of that, if the property appreciates just 5% in a year, you've made a 100% return on your original $30K. That's the power of letting the bank's money work for you. But the key is cash-flowing assets. Rentals, dividend stocks, small businesses. If an asset can't pay its own loan, wealthy investors skip it. Over time, rents rise, loan payments stay flat, and profits explode. Secret number 2, OPM, other people's money. Instead of saving 20 years to buy one property, they borrow and control 10 right now. Tenants literally pay down their loans while they sleep. That's called the velocity of money. Secret number 3, tax advantages. Investment loan interest is often deductible. Plus, things like real estate depreciation create paper losses, meaning you can collect real cash flow and still show a loss on paper. That's how the rich legally reduce taxes while their assets grow in value. Of course, debt isn't risk-free. The rich follow strict rules, never borrow more than the asset's cash flow can cover. Lock in fixed rates to avoid surprises. Keep reserves because roofs leak and tenants move out. Diversify across properties, markets, and business types. And before they sign any loan, they already know their exit plan. If rents dropped or they had to sell tomorrow, they've run the numbers. It's not about avoiding risk. It's about pricing risk smartly so they can stay in the game long enough for compounding to work. The wealthy don't stop at real estate. They borrow against stock portfolios to buy more assets, without ever selling and triggering taxes. Business owners use low-interest SBA loans to expand and double revenue. Even life insurance can serve as collateral for investment capital. It all comes back to the same principle. Good debt buys income-producing assets. Assets pay for themselves, while appreciation and inflation quietly build wealth behind the scenes. So, let's recap. Bad debt = liabilities. Good debt = assets that pay you back. The rich use leverage, cash flow, OPM, tax advantages, and strict risk management to turn borrowed money into lasting wealth. Now here's the real question. Which strategy will you put into play first? Real estate, stocks, or business? Drop your answer in the comments and I'll reply with a next step you can take. And if this video gave you ideas, hit like and subscribe because every week we break down how money really works.